Ini mana yang beda nih, Son?
Yang ini.
Itu dua sama.
Kayak oven.
Oh, jadi mana yang beda?
Kanan.
Oke, mana yang beda jadinya?
Ini.
Oke. Kalau ini, Son? Kalau ini mana yang beda nih?
Ini.
Itu yang beda. Koin itu ya. Oh, yang dua
Ini
kertas ya?
kertas. Bukan.
Oh.
Ini tambahan.
Beda ya sama yang itu ya?
Ini.
Oke.
Koin buat hitam itu. Masukkan dalam.
Okay, thank you. Hi guys, Felix Lee here again. That video that I just took with my son, it looks like it was for fun, but I did that on purpose. As soon as I finished watching a video by Mike Maloney, in a case where he did a test study on kids and on a group of professors or on adults. When they were shown those pictures, which consists of a paper monopoly money and then a paper currency and a gold coins. When he shows that to kids, they straight away they point out that which one is different. They can point it out straight away that the gold coin is different from those two other paper currency or those two paper money. But when you show that a group of professors or a group of educated people, they straight away giving a few arguments, and then they will say that of course the paper currency or the US bills is different because with that bills you have power to purchase more things, and whereas that paper monopoly money is just just paper. But if you really think about it, the paper currencies that's floating out there, it is actually made out of money, right? And I'm not gonna give up lectures or history of how money is originated or how currency is originated and how this fiat currency is gonna go into zero value in one day. But as a matter of fact, I want to challenge you to do research from your end, okay? And what I'm about to tell you might shock a lot of people, but because it did shock me when I first heard about this fact. Okay, first of all, I want you to go to Google or Wikipedia or go to the website directly. Go to Federal Reserve. Okay, Federal Reserve, or what they call Fed, are the entity that are responsible in issuing currency in United States. And most of you probably assume that it is owned by government, but it is not owned by government. Okay, if you go to Wikipedia actually, or if you go to the website itself, it will say that it is not government. If it is not government owned, it is actually privately owned, and it has stockholders. It has shareholders that is sharing its profit, and it is paying 6% dividend of profits to its stockholders. So if you think about it, if you have stockholders in a company, of course you're trying to make it as a profit, yeah. And as a matter of fact, the more you know about how a system works, and especially you can see a lot of pitfalls or a lot of weaknesses, a lot of greed that is being consumed by this by all these bankers around the world, or by all these private entities. You will soon be scared, and you will soon find out a way of how to run away or how to actually solve this problem. Federal Reserve, the way they print money, the way they print currency, it is not backed by anything. Okay, initially, that is why Winston Churchill actually said the further you look into the past, the more you can see into the future. And at first, when I first got this saying a long time ago, I thought, oh yeah, history, yeah, of course you learn about history, you learn from history, but what can you learn from history? I challenge you to watch all the videos from hidden secrets of money, from all the episodes. They have 5 episodes altogether, put together by Mike Maloney's on on this whole topics of money, currency, and golds. Okay, back to the topic of currency. Okay, the forefathers of America government initially they issue a currency based or backed by gold. So for every single dollars that they issued, it is backed by gold. So they make sure that when they issue a currency, they have gold to back it up. But later on, as time goes by, they change the rule, and they have this Federal Reserve being formed back in 1913 in a secret meetings, and then soon they have a gold standard, which means that for every money they print, for every currency they print, you have to have a certain amount of gold held in the vault. Okay, and it is not 100% backed up anymore, so it is a fraction of gold. But as time goes by, in 1979 or 1970 something, President Nixon actually made an announcement where currency issuance is no longer backed by gold. So US decided back in 1970 something that they will be independently print out their currency regardless of how much gold they hold in their vault. And from there on, a lot of countries started to question, whether how US printed currency actually have some reserve, have some backed up. Because if a country doesn't have a backup in printing money, then they just print out money as much as they want. Inflation. Look up, do your own research, go to Google, go to Wikipedia, look up inflation. Inflation simply means people can say, oh, inflation is a sign of price of things going up, price of foods going up, price of groceries going up. But people do not know what causes price to go up. Okay, if you go to the dictionary or you go to Wikipedia, it will actually tell you that inflation is caused by too many currencies floating around. It's being caused by currency that is being issued without control. And the government, when people ask, wouldn't printing this currency cause hyperinflation? Government actually tell people and says that we will try to deflate the money. But as soon as you deflate your base currency, your economic system will go in burst, and no government in the world would want that to happen in under their watch, because no one's want to admit that they are wrong. Okay, the reason why I am convicted in purchasing gold. Now, you probably think that I'm telling you all this so you can actually get into my business. Regardless of whether you come along with my business or not, people will come and join my business, because I know that my gold business is not here to just make me money, but I'm here to educate people. Regardless of you are under my business or not, or you buy gold, you're actually joining this gold business or not, I urge you to do your own research. Even though you don't come along with my business, I urge you to do your own or purchase your own golds. If you want to find out more, obviously I have all the videos in our email, in my team, that I share with my team why you have to purchase gold now. Okay, I'm not talking about, I'm not trying to scare people away, but as soon as if you have listened and watched carefully the history of currency, that all currency the value will go to zero, then you will know that the big transition of wealth is gonna happen soon. If you look at the history that happened to Germany, from the hyperinflation that caused by currencies being floating around the market and prices of things of foods going up by 50% every single day. Can you imagine holding your money and you see that prices of foods going up double every single day, and people just giving out their money and trying to purchase all the stuff as much as they can and swapping their paper currency to some other assets they can hold? That is what we call panic. People, when they are panic, when people are panicking, they do not know where to spend their money or where to buy, what to swap their money with. They just buy anything that they can touch. The reasons for me or why we are here is to educate you guys, so you guys don't miss out, and you guys do not panic when things happen, but you already get it. You already prepared for the big calamity of economic collapse, which is gonna happen soon. And I'm not talking it here because I'm trying to make things up. Okay, I actually know what I'm talking about, and as a matter of fact, our team, a lot of people has actually purchased a lot of gold, has accumulated, swapping the paper assets of paper currency to gold. I'm actually in the process of setting up my own self-managed super fund to use all my money in the super fund. If you're in Australia, we have super fund, which is for retirement money, and I have more than around $40,000 that I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna purchase. I'm gonna swap that with gold. Okay, now that is not a small money. Okay, I have my 110% conviction about what is gonna happen to this economy. To what happened previously in history will repeat itself, because simply fiat currency, if you think about it, is just a paper currency that one day, the dollars, that $100 that you hold right now might be able to help you to buy, say, a particular thing. 5 years later, I guarantee that it wouldn't be able to buy the same thing. You probably have to fork out double of that amount. No way on earth that you can buy that particular things less than $100. Okay, so same thing with property, same thing with other assets. You probably see, wow, prices of houses started going up, prices of oils keep going up. That in relation to those things, you probably think that those things are become more precious or there are more demands for the product. Yep, there could be more demand for that particular product, but second reason is because your money has lost its purchasing power. Okay, just a bit of history of what happened to US currency. The reason why United States has such powerful, become a country of superpower back in 1945 is because the amount of gold that they hold. Okay, the amount of gold that they hold have boosted the economy, has boosted US economy to be number one in the world. And that is why all other countries are anchoring or are fixing their currency towards United States currency, towards United States dollar. But as soon as they know that there is no more anchor, there's no more base for why United States are issuing its currency, it's not backed by anything at all, then people start losing its confidence. And it shows now. People are other countries started trading with each others in their own currencies, or even they're starting to try trading in gold, in oils. They do not trade in United States dollars anymore, because they do not want to keep or do not want to store United States dollars anymore. They know that it will lose value over time. It is actually a matter of fact. And in Australia, it happened a few months ago that Australian dollars actually exceeded the value of US dollar. And the reason why it went is simply because of government trying to balance that out so that it doesn't impact our export, Australian export. And also Australian government itself are printing currency excessively as well, pretty much because of following all this, what United States has done, and a lot of countries actually following what they do because they thought, they are the smart country, and they are the power, they are the country that has power. But if you go back, if you look at China right now, they are trying the amount of, do your own research, do your own history, do your own, googling again. I urge you to do that because that will help you to make your decision. China, Hong Kong are trying to store up more gold and more gold. Okay, the number of gold that they store are not only double, it's like much more than what they have previously, because sooner or later they know that gold is limited in natural in resources. Okay, the reasons why gold values keep going up is because simply it's not because gold's value is going up, but it simply means that the power, the money or the currency to purchase that gold is losing its power. That's why golds keep going up, because the currency value of the currency keeps going down. And if you look back in history, when you look at the price history of gold, when it piked up a lot is when there is some big movement in economy. I'll give you an example. Back in 1930, when the president announced the gold standard or gold reform, yeah, which have to do with gold. Straight away, gold price went up, and in 1970 something, when United States decided, when what they called President Nixon decided or announced that their currency is no longer backed by gold, straight away, gold did the accounting itself. The value of gold rose to meet how much the currencies are floating around in the market. Okay, straight away gold went up because they know it knows, people know that currencies around are too much, and gold's value simply went up just to catch up with the values of with dollars. And the price of gold right now, when you look at you googling up your price of gold, it is around 1,300 an ounce. The values or the values of people put on that gold, it is still much less than what it is supposed to be, because people haven't acted, because nothing major has happened yet. But as soon as people can feel that, as soon as people know that the currency is losing power, and when their income or most their income will go into buying foods, because food prices are going up, then people start panicking, and people start throwing away the currencies and swapping for something else, and soon gold will do the accounting itself again and catch up to the value of what it is supposed to be. And that is when the big transition of wealth will happen. And I'm here to educate people, to share with people, so it's not too late for you guys. Okay, and if you truly want some help or want more clear understanding of what is happening around the world, I'm open up to any. You can email me, you know how to reach me, or if you watch this video from my team, simply contact your upline and simply contact your team leaders, and they should know how to share more information with you. I truly hope that this video has captured your attention, because initially when I first watched all this history stuff, it hasn't hit my head. But as soon as I watch it over and over and over again, I knew that the significance of what is gonna happen in this world. And it's not gonna affect United States only, because countries around the world are pretty much doing the same thing. They're just printing money, they're just printing currency out of thin air, and it's not backed by anything at all. And soon a big mess is gonna happen, and people are gonna turn away their currency to something else. So I truly hope that this video have give some sort of value to you guys. And I thank you guys and appreciate your time. Feel free to share this video to your loved one so they know what is happening on this, on this current economy. And the sooner you protect yourself, the sooner you can protect your wealth and your family and your loved one. Thanks again, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.